let's talk about Green Room. So if you don't know, Green Room is about a punk rock band who are forced to fight for survival after witnessing a murder at a neo-Nazi skinhead bar. Okay, so I watched this movie a very long time ago and I forgot about it, so I don't know how I did that. But I wanted to watch it again, so I did. Okay, so y'all are gonna sit crisscross applesauce and watch this video. First and foremost, rest in peace to the lead actor in this film. He died in 2016. If you don't know why, you can go look it up. So overall, this film, especially in the beginning, was just shot so beautifully. And it had like the yellowish and blue hues that I really, really enjoyed, considering the absolute carnage that happens in this movie. The beginning and the opening scene were just, they were very pleasing to my eyes. The pacing was great. The acting was just so good. The overall vibe was just like sinister and chaotic and anxiety ridden, and I loved it. It's funny also, I'm gonna tell you guys a story. When I was in my 20s, early 20s, all I wanted to do was like meet a guy in a band and like go with him on tour. Now that I'm older, I realize that I would never survive, because I don't really like that many people around me all at once, and I need to be able to like sleep in my own bed. Anyway, but honestly, shout out to all the bands that are out there who are doing this, like surviving in these closed, cramped, very smelly quarters for months, just trying to like make it. I could never. I don't think I'm that cool. One of my favorite scenes in this film is when the crowd is moshing, but it's like in slow-mo, and then there's this like classical music over it. That was a choice, and it was a really good choice, and I loved that scene. When I started to get the vibe that murdering was just an everyday thing in this particular club was when the club owners / skinheads had the twins stab each other, or one stabbed the other one to cover up the 911 call that was made. That was when I knew that I was in for a ride. The film was also very smart because it gave us like tidbits of information where we kind of had to like piece it all together. It felt as if we were in this band with them, trying to figure out what the hell was going on. And the director of the film didn't want us to be like handheld throughout the entire film. He wanted essentially the characters to know what was going on, but not us. Also, can we talk about Professor X playing the head of the skinheads? I was also, when I was doing my notes, I was reading that Sir Patrick Stewart finished the script, like reading the script, and he was so terrified that he locked all of his doors, put his alarm system on, and poured himself a scotch. The whole time that I was watching this film, I was just thinking in my head, like, what the hell would I do in this situation? Like Darcy, who was played by Professor X, is very convincing and very manipulative. And I'm such a people pleaser. I'm working on it, okay? That I would probably be like, oh my God, we're in this guy's club and he wants us to come out. So we're just gonna come out. I would have been dead in 30 seconds. So I'm also going to confess that I wasn't 100% sure what red laces in Doc Martens meant. But of course, I do now. So when she looked through the slots of the door and saw the red laces, that scene, I had like a visceral reaction to it, because I was just like, it's the thing is like, that's so scary. Like, I don't know what I would do in that situation. It was just one of the scariest things that I've seen in a horror movie, because it's real. Like, this movie encompasses pure hatred and just pure evil that exists in real people to this day. Because unfortunately, these kinds of people are real. There was also some decent gore in the film as well, which I can appreciate. Like when Pat got his arm cut. Oh my God. And then when we got the scene of the literal splitting of the bouncer's stomach with a box cutter. And then we get the scene with a shotgun to that guy's head. I think his name is Daniel. Also, another funny thing, yet also not funny and very scary, is that this punk club is in the middle of nowhere. it was a cover for these skinheads, and even deeper, it was a cover for dealing drugs. Best supporting actors in this film definitely have to go to the fire extinguisher and the masking tape. The ending of the film was amazing, but also very sad at the same time, because there's just no need for that kind of hate in this world. That's all I'm saying. But the way that these punks just destroy the skinheads is immaculate. I love the scene too when Amber is hiding in the sofa. This film was really good, but also a little bit of a hard watch, as I mentioned before, because the things in this movie still exist and is unfortunately more prevalent than ever. Did we see it through the eyes of a punk rock band? Yeah, a punk rock band at the wrong place at the wrong time. Yes, but the overarching theme is that this evil still exists, but this movie is great. 10 out of 10, highly recommend. I'm assuming you've probably seen this movie, but it's just one of those films that I see the cover and I'm like, did I watch that? I don't remember, but now it is completely ingrained in my head, and 10 out of 10. Round of applause. Loved it. So on that note, let's read some of my favorite Letterboxd reviews. Nothing better than a bad bitch with a box cutter. This is still so gnarly. Shouldn't we be panicking? I'm hungry. Love to keep every single muscle in my body clenched for 95 minutes straight. I love watching Nazis die, and that's on period. My dad sees the girl with the knife stuck in her head near the start. Ew. Me. Just wait. Okay, guys, I'm done. That's it. The review's over. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you want. I put new videos out every single Saturday. Okay, bye.